I would have never heard of me. I didn't grow up like that. I grew up to pick them up and grab them, still awake. And I had them like this. Oh, my son.
This is Jose Rosas Olivo, and right now detectives are asking him to physically reenact what he did to his son, Jason, on the night that would become the boy's final night alive.
And while you were doing this, what was going on in your head? What were you thinking was going on?
Just trying to save him.
But Jose thinks the story he's telling will be enough to convince detectives and walk away free. What he doesn't realize is that investigators already have Jason's autopsy report, and the findings inside that report completely contradict the story he's telling.
Well, that's not what we're finding. That's not what we've been told by the medical examiner.
After nearly 3 hours of interrogation, detectives are getting closer to the truth about what really happened to Jason, and the dark secret Jose was determined to take with him to the grave.
He's got some other marks. It's not just that. What happened to his head?
It's just like you said, like my body tenses up. I just react to that.
Do you feel responsible for what happened?
It was on my watch, so yeah.
On the morning of September 24th, 2021, Catholic Regional Medical Center called 911 with a disturbing report. A young boy had been brought in by his parents, but by the time help arrived, he was already gone. Previous reports described him as perfectly healthy. So how does a healthy child suddenly become unresponsive overnight? With no clear explanation, detectives turned their attention to the person who had been with him that night, and Jose walked in believing there was no reason for investigators to suspect him. But the evidence was already pointing in a very different direction. And if you believe stories like Jason's deserve to be heard, not forgotten, subscribe to this channel, because every story we uncover is about a life that can never be given back.
So again, what I kind of want to go over, you told us, Cameron and I last Friday how you placed Jason in the crib. So why don't you, he's going to be a little heavier. Let's go ahead. Why don't you show me how you're holding him? Is he kind of similar in weight or?
He's a little bit lighter.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of, I didn't have him wrapped all the way, so it's pretty much similar to how I kind of have him right here.
Okay.
And I went to this other side of the crib, kind of messed with him a little bit,
Okay.
and just laid him down like that.
All right.
Oh, my bad. It's kind of heavy.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of just had him, laid him down like that, and got the pink blanket and just put him at least right here, covered him like that.
Okay.
And that was about it.
All right. And so you had the pink blanket just across his chest?
Yeah, I had it like under his arms, like just on like by his waist.
Okay. Now you had had his arms over the blanket or underneath the blanket?
Over the blanket.
Okay. Did you have anything else on top of him?
No, that was just a pink blanket.
Okay.
Yeah, and I remember grabbing the pink blanket and just like throwing it to the side for the same reason.
Okay. And then there were some other things inside the crib as well. What was in there?
It was a formula, 2 old bottles that I had used before that.
Okay.
That's a wrench that's been there forever. There's a spoon there too that's been there forever. That was kind of like pretty much it.
Okay. And also, I mean, I'm going to assume that this is the case, but I want to make sure that we can say definitively, face was up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a little bit tilted like that.
All right.
It was a bit like that.
But nose was up. You didn't put Jason nose down, or did you?
No,
Okay.
I had him placed upside.
All right. And do you remember what he was wearing when you set him at the bed?
He was wearing a onesie. I can't remember the color, if it was blue or I can't remember the color of his onesie.
Okay. Was he wearing anything underneath?
No, I don't remember putting anything underneath. I can't remember, honestly.
Okay.
I remember him having a onesie because I had changed them.
Okay. All right. And then this is going to be the hard part, okay? So you were asleep. What happened? Well, I don't want to put words in your mouth. Yeah. So what happened after you placed them into the crib?
Oh, after I placed them, I just laid back down, went to sleep. She was asleep the whole time. She probably don't remember, but she moved a little bit because I kind of bumped into her.
Okay.
Went to sleep, and then that's when I was laying down, and I can hear breathing. I can hear her breathing, but I couldn't hear anything on this side, on my right side of my ear. And And that's when I pretty much just woke up. I kind of like looked, and I didn't see anything. I thought he was just sleeping, but because I couldn't hear him breathe. I just came to this side, and I kind of tapped him on his cheek, and I seen that he didn't respond. So that's when I just grabbed him.
Okay.
And I placed him on the floor, and I started doing CPR.
Okay. Show me, was Jason still seated like this in the bed, or how?
He was still normal. He was still the same way that I had laid him. He didn't move, not one anything.
Okay.
He was still the same spot, pretty much something like this in a way, but with his arms like this, like on top.
How did you feel to the touch when you came to him?
He didn't feel like normal body temperature. He felt a little bit fresh for sure.
Okay. And again, fresh, you mean like cold?
Yeah,
okay.
I'd say like something like this.
Okay.
Pretty fresh when I tapped his cheek. That's what made me grab him and place him on the floor and do that because I had nothing else to think of but do that because I had just seen him.
Okay. Was there anything on him?
No. I don't know if his neck, but yeah, there was some right here in his chin for sure.
What vomit? Vomit? What
it was just white.
It was white.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you show me how you picked him up? What did you do?
Yeah.
Once you found him in here and you tapped
I tapped him. I just picked him up and pretty much close to just walked out from the crib. And this crib's like right here, so I was just leave him down right here.
Okay.
Started performing. Well, I seen that he didn't breathe or anything. Like I didn't notice any pressure or anything. So I just started doing CPR. Just started pumping his chest like slowly.
Okay. And
started giving him mouth to mouth too.
All right. How were you giving him mouth to mouth? Was there anything particular you were trying to do?
I just tilt his head a little bit, held his nose, and just breathe into his mouth.
Okay. And about how hard were you pressing for CPR?
I wouldn't say that hard for the same reason because he's a baby, so just something like that.
Okay. And while you were doing this, what was going on in your head? What were you thinking was going on?
Just trying to save him.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I was just trying to save him. I was just trying to save him, trying to go to the hospital.
How long did you try doing CPR before moving on?
It wasn't too long. It was probably like 2 minutes, 3 minutes at most for it.
Were you saying anything when this was going on? What were you doing?
I kind of just, I can't remember honestly. I just remember things like screaming something and that's kind of what woke her up.
All right. So then what happened after she woke up?
No, I was just eating. I was just trying to see what to do with that. I remember just putting on my shoes and her, I don't know if it was me or her trying to put him in the baby carrier, but we were like, no. So that's when I just grabbed the keys and we just left after that.
Okay.
Sit with that timeline for a second. He wakes up. He can't hear his son breathing. He touches him and says he feels something already cold, fresh, as he puts it. Almost like he's describing something ordinary instead of a body temperature that shouldn't be possible if this had just happened. And yet, according to Jose, he still performed CPR for 2 to 3 minutes before deciding it was time to leave. 2 to 3 minutes. That's the entire window he's giving detectives to explain how a boy could already be cold. It's not enough time. It was never going to be enough time. And Jose knows that. Which is exactly why he's about to give detectives an entirely different explanation. Something he's clearly been holding back. Something involving a phone. And watch how casually he brings it up. Like it's just a small detail. Like it means nothing.
Was he pretty asleep or was he still kind of restless?
He was dead asleep.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why after that happened with the phone, like he was beginning to fall asleep.
Okay.
He was already falling asleep, but that kind of just woke him up a little bit. But he fell right back asleep right after that.
That's right. You mentioned the phone. Do you have your phone with you? Okay.
No, I don't have mine.
That's not. What kind of phone do you have?
It's a Motorola.
Like, is it one of those?
Yeah,
big,
it's a pretty big
phones?
Yeah,
okay.
And it makes it a lot heavier with the case that I have.
Okay. Well, let's do this. I kind of want to find out because we saw the bruising on the head, right? And I kind of want to, see if you can, just show us. Why don't you have a seat? Why don't you grab Jason? Let's have you sit in that chair. This chair is full of detective butts, so you don't want to sit in that. And I'm going to give you my phone, okay?
Yeah.
It's an older Magnitude iPhone, so it's not going to be nearly the same size.
Yeah.
But show me how you were sitting on your couch.
I had him like this. I had him like this, laying down like this.
Okay, so where was his nose? Just so
This facing that way.
Okay.
So this is him facing that way. That's why he has a bruise on this side.
Okay. Does he normally sleep on his side, or does he prefer backside?
Honestly, no. He doesn't prefer any way. We would just lay him down anyway.
Okay.
I just had him like this. So.
And then, I mean, this is obviously not the same size as your couch. Were you sitting in a couch or a chair?
It's a couch.
Okay. And then, so yeah, why don't you show me real quick? I'm gonna sit down.
Yeah, well, I had him like this. I just had my hand over him, kind of like that.
Okay.
And I was like this. I was just holding my phone like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just passed out. I don't know. I just passed out. I was falling asleep, and it just like went like that. And that's kind of what woke me up because I don't know what that was. Cause I just felt something and something like that. And that's kind of when he did like a little scream, like a cry, and that's pretty much what woke me up and got me to. Well, I set my phone down and got me to pick him up, and then just walked around with him there in the living room.
Okay. And so that night, when did you start taking care of him that night? Do you remember?
When?
For Jason. So Andrea went to sleep, right? So you were left in charge of Jason. Mm-hmm. Is that normal? Or
we take turns. Take turns. It was my turn that night.
Right, but we both live with women, right? And so is it equal turns, or is it you do 2 and she does 1, or how does it work out for you?
What do you mean she does 2?
Well, does she like do 2 nights and you do 1 night, or is it just everybody?
Yeah, we each pretty much take 1 night.
Okay. No IOUs, no.
No,
I did it.
No, we're fair to each other.
Okay.
Yeah,
right. So that night was your night.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why when I sleep, she tries not to go in the room or anything for the same reason, and when she sleeps, I try to do the same thing.
Okay. So yeah, just tell me, before you laid him down, let's talk about what happened that evening when you had him in your care. Okay. Mm-hmm. Tell me what was going on though. What were you doing?
I was just home.
Okay.
I was just there with him all day. She was there too. The only time she left was just to go drop her off, which only took 20-25 minutes.
Right.
She was back right away. I was with him.
Okay. But I mean, was there anything in particular that evening that you remember because there's when I talked to Andrea, and I think when I talked to you, mm-hmm. She goes to bed. Do you tend to stay up late with Jason? Okay. So
I stay up late.
Is that normal for you?
Yeah.
What are those nights like?
I wouldn't say rough. I mean, I'm kind of used to staying up, so.
No.
Yeah, I stay up. I mean, there's days like anybody else that just wants to go to sleep.
Right.
When it's my turn, it's my turn. And it's the same thing with her. When it's her turn, it's her turn. Like, we try not to pretty much get in each other's way for the same reason, because we just don't rest.
Yeah. But, I mean, with Jason, is it difficult though? I mean,
yeah, it was, honestly.
Okay.
I mean, we were doing our best. We thought we were doing right,
Yeah. It seems like he cried a lot.
Yeah.
Right? Did you ever?
That's why I was telling her that we should just move out of there for the same reason, because I feel like it was just uncomfortable for other people too.
Okay. Yeah. Living in apartments with loud neighbors, even under the best of intentions, right? Trying to raise a baby, it's hard to be sitting in there trying to read or do whatever you need to do and hearing it crying. So, how often, like, were we talking like hours? How often was Jason crying for?
He wouldn't cry for hours, but he would be on and off. Like, he would cry for like 10, 15 minutes straight, maybe, and then like be quiet for like a little bit, like, I don't know, like 20 minutes, half an hour, 10 minutes. Sometimes it just depended on him, honestly, how he was feeling.
Was there anything in particular that you did that you would try to get him to stop?
I would just grab him, just hold him, and just pat him like this, and just pat him, just keep patting him,
Okay.
and just kind of be talking to him like, yeah, you know, like, so bad, it's alright, you know, but nothing like, I don't know what is normal, just holding him, patting him, that was it.
Did patting on the back work?
Yeah, it would help sometimes, but he would just sometimes just keep crying. It wouldn't really help.
Well, what happens when he just keeps crying and it's not working? What do you do next?
We would just either she would take him from me, or I would take him from him, or take him from her. And we would just taking turns just doing the same thing. Just carrying him, trying to make him to be quiet.
Yeah, that sounds frustrating, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it is. That's
it's
why
not easy.
I noticed that from her too. Like, she would get really frustrated.
Yeah. So that Thursday night, right? Andrea takes Janice to the mom's house.
To your mom, yeah.
Do you remember what time that was?
It was like 7, or right before 7.
Okay. Is that the normal time for that?
Yeah, because by 8 or 9, she likes to take her nap.
Okay.
So we were trying to take her before she goes to sleep or something.
Okay. So that was 7 at night, right?
Mm-hmm,
Okay.
yeah.
And so you were at the home, at the apartment with Jason.
With Jason.
What were you guys doing then?
I was just holding them. I was just walking around the apartment, going in, out of my room, in the kitchen, just walking around, waiting for her pretty much. And as soon as I was gonna sit down, that's when she got there, because she didn't take long. It was only like 25 minutes, I believe.
Was she speeding?
I don't know. She got home pretty
Probably.
quick.
She's driving out there and back, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. She doesn't like leaving us alone for the same reason.
Okay.
She knows that I kind of get frustrated, and he was being fuzzy too, so that's why she kind of tried to hurry back home.
All right. So, I mean, is she trying to get back home because she doesn't want you to get frustrated? Or
Just to help out, and because she knows he can be like a hassle sometimes. But I wasn't on my phone yet. I was still watching on the TV. I was still watching TV. I just have the TV. I wasn't really watching. I was more looking at him, messing with him. But I just had him the whole time. I was just carrying him, because he was just fuzzing the whole time, the whole night. He was just fuzzing, just trying to get him to like be quiet a little bit, so that he doesn't wake mom up. But I mean, he was still fuzzing the whole night until like midnight 1, when he started to get really tired.
Okay.
And that's when he kind of just fell asleep. And that's when I sat down, turned off the TV a little bit before that. And that's when I had grabbed my phone, and I was just on my phone. And I started to get really tired, and that's what that happened.
And how did he react to getting the phone dropped on him?
Oh, he cried. He did not like that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought he was like gonna get purple again, like red. I was already expecting that, but he didn't. He just cried, and I just held him, just patted him, just had him like this, patted him, kind of rubbed it a little bit because I had seen it, but I wasn't sure. He still didn't have much of anything until like I laid him down. That's when I had seen that he had a little bruise. I was like, oh. But yeah. That's pretty much like every other night. That's like every night, honestly.
Pay attention to what he just revealed without even seeming to realize it. That was pretty much like every other night. He wasn't talking about the phone. He wasn't describing some random incident or a one-time bad night. He said it happened every night, meaning the crying, the frustration, and whatever came after weren't isolated events. They were routine. This is what can be described as a piecemeal confession, and it's one of the most revealing things a detective can watch unfold in real time. Jose isn't simply denying everything anymore. He's testing the waters. He's giving detectives just enough truth to fit what he thinks they already know, while still holding back the parts he doesn't want them to hear. It's a survival instinct. But every small piece he gives them makes the next lie harder to maintain. Because now, there's a pattern on the table. And patterns don't stay hidden for long. Watch what happens when detectives stop asking about that one night and start asking about all of them.
So we talked, you mentioned that you get frustrated, you blurt out curse words or,
Yeah, but I would never hit her, never touch her, never. My mom told me, she taught me better than that. My dad's nothing like that. I don't see a reason why I should be like something like that.
Right. But what do you do when you can't yell and you're frustrated?
I leave. I just grab my keys and I leave. And I come back 20 minutes later, 15 minutes later. I know it's not good, but I just have to go mental instead of, just taking my anger out on her. Like, I just don't want to do that. And yeah, we did have like a small argument kind of like a few weeks before that happened. Like, I don't know. It was just really complicated having 2 kids. And
yeah, you're super young. You guys are both really young living in that apartment.
Right.
That's hard.
Yeah, it was just really complicated.
Do you ever find yourself when you're holding him and you're trying your best to get him to calm down, pat him on his back? Do you ever find yourself like, that might have been a little harder than I wanted?
No, not really. No.
Do you ever find yourself maybe holding him onto you a little
Too tight?
Too tight?
No, I would always just have him on me. Like,
how would you hold him up on that?
Just have him like this. I would just always have him like this on my chest, whether his head was turning that way or this way. But I would always have him like this. Always have him like this, sitting down on the couch. Or I would be laying down in the bed and just have him like this too.
But I mean, he's crying.
Yeah.
Right? So how do you stop that?
Well, when he's crying, I would be walking around, just petting him, just carrying him, just doing all sorts of things, just carrying him around. I don't know, but I wouldn't do nothing different, honestly. It was just carrying him and petting him, just carrying him, because as soon as you would let him down, it would just get worse.
Right. I think you mentioned before, but just to kind of cover over, because I don't recall writing it down. Why did you wake up?
Because I felt like I couldn't hear him breathe. I couldn't hear her, like a light snore.
Okay.
But I could not hear nothing on this side, like nothing. And that's what kind of woke me up. Because I didn't have for the same reason, because I know it was my turn, I didn't have like a full deep sleep, because I was trying to hear him at the same time. And for the same reason, because he didn't burp. That always keeps us like, I don't know how to say it in English, but like alert in a way, like for us not to, go to sleep when it's our turn, when it's our turn at night, to not go to sleep all the way sometimes, for the same reason, to look out after him.
Because he didn't burp? If he did burp, would you have slept through it during the night?
Yeah, I think I would have been a little bit more comfortable.
Okay, so you just kind of wake up because you
I did not hear him breathe. I did not hear anything. Like, I could not hear like him inhaling or anything. And I can hear he has like a pretty heavy breathing, kind of, in a way. And I could not hear anything. But I remember them or I think it was you asking if I had a fan on at that day, and I thought it was this black one, but it wasn't. It was the main house one.
Was there anything that happened before you laid him down that made you worry enough to keep you awake?
Him not burping, and the hit too, because he fell asleep like pretty instant in a way. I thought he was gonna stay up crying a little bit more, but he didn't.
Yeah, what did you think when you woke up?
I don't know what to do. I never experienced something like that. I never thought I would go through something like this. I don't know. I'm just thinking save him. Save him. Take him to the hospital.
Was there a reason why you guys didn't call 911? Have an ambulance come over?
I was going to, but she said it was just right here, so I just drove. I was about to call 911 too. But we were like, it's just right here too. We just hurried up, put our shoes on, and we just left.
Looking back on everything, right? And thinking about that night and getting some time to think about everything that's going on inside that house.
Yeah.
What's going on in your head?
Wish I had him here. I wish he never. I wish I would have just laid with him, but you just stayed up with him. Instead of sitting him down, though, he never burst.
Hey, man. Did you ever hurt him?
No, never.
We say that a lot, right? There's a lot of we would nevers.
Yeah, it's
And
hard.
every once in a while there's one that slips, right?
Yeah.
And whether you meant to or not, it's just,
Never.
I mean, it's tough. You're in,
Yeah, I know.
you're in that apartment that's basically just a little bigger than this room, right?
Yeah.
And you're stuck there
Oh, yeah, I know.
and
I'm
you just
stuck
won't
with
stop
them.
crying.
I don't care. I would never hurt him. I would never hurt him. The same way as I took care of him as her mom was there. His mom was there the same way.
But she wasn't there, though.
Yeah, she wasn't there for 20, 25 minutes. The whole time I was just carrying him. Just trying to get him to stop. I just carried him the whole time.
What happened during those 25 minutes she was gone?
I just had him. The TV was on. He was just crying. I was carrying him. I just showed you. I had him like this the whole time. Until she got home. I just had him like this the whole time carrying him. Just patting him. I never wanted to do anything to his head or anything because he always had like a soft spot. Whether I think it was up here and on the side of his head. Yeah. I just had him like this the whole time, just like this, and just crying.
I never wanted to do anything to his head. Pay attention to the wording. He doesn't say, I never did anything. He says, I never wanted to. That's a denial wrapped around something much more revealing. He's no longer telling detectives what happened. He's telling them what he wants them to believe about his intentions. Because intention is the one thing he still thinks he can control. And if you're a parent watching this, there's something deeply uncomfortable you need to notice. Almost every excuse he gives sounds reasonable when you hear it by itself. A baby who won't stop crying. A young father with no help. No sleep. No plan. That's real. That's hard. But somewhere between. I was frustrated. And subdural hematoma. A line was crossed. And exhaustion doesn't explain what happened after that line. The next few minutes of this interrogation are where detectives finally force him to confront that line, one bruise at a time, because they already have the one piece of evidence he doesn't know exists yet, and it's about to take away every excuse he has left.
Why am I asking you those questions?
I don't know.
You know.
I know why you're asking me. Why?
You know why, man. Why are we... What happened?
I told you the whole thing. I just carried him the whole time. He always had something right here. Had like a soft spot, and up here too.
No, we know about that. We know, I mean, that happens with right?
Yeah.
There's some things that that are being looked at that aren't adding up. Look, Rod and I are both dads, and we've both been through some frustrating events. And no one in here is claiming you don't love Jason, man.
I would have never heard of. I would have never heard of.
Hey Jason, neither one of us think you would ever do anything on purpose. I can tell you love your son to this day.
I do.
But there are things that will have to be explained, and sometimes accidents happen, man.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think you would ever do anything on purpose. Nobody here believes that.
No, I might have like.
But we need you to help us understand to make those things fit.
He probably had a little bit of scratches because of when I was showering the day before, but that was it though. I've never heard of.
What do you mean about when you were showering?
Yeah, when I was showering him in the tub, like he would just like for me, and I kind of like grazed on his heel, and he would just slip for me a lot. It was my first time showering him. I've never showered him before. Yeah, he would just slide for me a lot. I remember he slipped. I never told her that for the same reason, because I knew she was gonna get mad at me.
He slipped?
Well, not like slip, but he would kind of. But it's like a white sea kind of, and I had him like this, and I kind of had the water running too, so I can keep it warm, keep the bathroom warm for him, and he would kind of slip, and I remember I grabbed him, and I had my nails a lot longer than this, and I kind of scratched him, and then like a couple times I remember he almost like slept, and I kind of pushed him, like I grabbed him like really, really hard from right here, but he didn't cry or anything, but I didn't hurt him. I would never hurt my feet.
We're not one of us are saying that you would do anything on purpose, but you're in that house. Andrew is asleep.
Yeah.
You know, Jason's not going to sleep. It's a long night.
Yeah, it's just me. It's just me the whole time carrying him. Just carrying him. I was just sitting down, carried him and put him to sleep. He just wouldn't birth, so.
There's some injuries on his back.
Oh, really?
What happened?
I might have hugged him too tight, maybe. Before that, I don't know.
What do you mean by that, man?
I don't know. Maybe when I was carrying him, I might have because he slips down sometimes, so I kind of squeeze him up a little bit and pat him, but nothing like I won't smack him or anything like that. Nothing like that.
Nobody's saying you're smacking them, but pretty resilient, right? Yeah. A little squeeze here and there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's explainable, but some of the stuff that we're seeing is not explained from just a little squeeze. Did you catch yourself getting frustrated?
No, I never heard of. I always told her that he always looked uncomfortable to me, always. He always looked uncomfortable to me. But I never heard him. I might have he might have slipped and maybe hold him tight, but nothing like me smacking him or anything like that. I might have hugged him too tight, but not to where he's gonna, trying to catch breath or anything, nothing like that.
Show me how you would hug him too tight.
Because I would usually have him wrapped, and the blanket is just on the way, and he would just kind of fall, because well, not fall, but slip, and I would just kind of pick him up again, pick him up and kind of pat him and probably squeeze him too tight. I don't know, honestly. But I would never hurt him, though. I would never hurt him.
So that seemed to quiet him down a little bit when you squeeze him?
A little bit, because I remember when I would wrap him in his blanket, you know how you wrap him, I would wrap him pretty tight for that same reason, because he liked being snuggled for some reason. Yeah. And whenever I had him loose like that, uncovered, he was just fuzzing, but I didn't like to have him covered the whole time because I felt like he was just being squeezed.
But with Janice, right, you found out one time a little spot on the side kind of stopped it. So
yeah,
is that what happened with Jason? You found that if you just gave him a little squeeze,
maybe
down?
Something like that, but it wasn't something that I'm gonna break his back. He's a baby. Maybe something tight, but nothing I'm gonna hurt him or anything like that. He just never looked uncomfortable to me. I was just trying to help him. I never hit him. I never do anything to hurt him.
Did you ever get so frustrated?
No.
You just can't. I mean, you can't do anything.
Yeah, you can't do anything.
You can't.
And I told you, I just leave. I just grab my keys and I leave.
But even when it's your turn to take care of him at night?
Yeah, when it's my turn to take care of him, I have to deal with it. I have no choice but to deal with it.
And so is that when you find yourself sometimes squeezing them?
No, I don't do that all the time. It's just like once in a while. I hardly do that. It's just like you said, like my body tenses up. I don't know. I just react to that. It's like my body suddenly wakes up and just, I don't know. But I never did anything like that.
Do you think you squeeze them that hard?
I feel like CPR. I might have squeezed them that hard, honestly.
Do you feel like squeezing them that hard is what caused them to not wake up that morning?
No, I don't think it's that. I don't know. I hope it's not that.
Has it crossed your mind?
No. What crosses my mind is more like the hit that landed on his head. Oh, can I tell you something?
Yes.
Oh, I don't want to tell her either, but I would smack him in the butt. Sometimes maybe in the bag, part of his bag, when I would change it.
It's hard being a dad.
Yeah, it is.
It's really hard, right?
Yeah.
And nobody tells you. And it's not easy. You got your mom and dad telling you that this is how it's supposed to be, right? It gets better. But it doesn't ever seem like it's going to get better, huh?
No, I shouldn't have had him either. Oh no, I was just raised like that. And I don't want to raise him like that. It's just, I don't know.
But I see that you hate yourself over it.
Yeah.
And that makes you a good dad and a good man, right? We do things, we can't explain it.
Never speak to him.
What else happened to Jason in that house?
It's just that, honestly. It's just me that would spank him whenever I was cheating him. Because he would just cry a lot, like overly cry. He was about to faint. And my mom, I remember telling me that I would get like that, and whenever that would happen, it would just smack me. I know that was not gonna work for him, but just going based off of what they were telling me to.
What happened to his head? It's not from his cell phone.
Where on his head? On the side right here?
Oh man, he's got,
On the side right here?
yeah.
He's always had that.
He's got some other marks. It's not just that.
He's always had the bruise right, the thing right here, the bump.
Yeah, that's normal baby stuff.
Yeah.
We know that. I wouldn't ask you that, right?
Yeah.
What happened to his head?
I don't know. It was just a bump right here too. I don't know. I remember I would scratch his head too, but
Jake,
I never hit him or anything. I mean, I was scratching too hard, like, cause he would like that. I remember I would like pretty like scrape, like not scrape him, but I was scratching pretty hard, and he would do his eyes like if he was about to sleep. But I never hit his head. I never did anything to him.
well, it's not what we're finding. That's not what we've been told by the medical examiner.
Can I know what you were told?
Yeah, he's got a subdural hematoma. He has bleeding in the brain and bleeding in his head,
Oh,
in the skull.
yeah.
All right? That's not explained from a cell phone dropping on him.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was probably that, honestly. But I never hit him in the head.
How do you get that?
What was that?
How did it happen?
I don't know, honestly.
He's in your care.
Yeah, I know. And that's why I tell her too. I was like, I had him the whole time. I never once hit him in the head. He was fine. He never did anything like to cry like that or anything. I I always felt like he was uncomfortable, always uncomfortable.
You're telling me you never hit him in the head. I'm going to tell you, all right, I believe that you did it. But what happened to his head?
I don't know what's wrong. It was just the hit right here. And I remember I would scratch him hard, but...
Did you ever scratch him too hard?
Yeah, I feel like I did something. Yeah.
Did you ever squeeze his head?
Maybe just like... Not like hard, but yeah, I would squeeze it a little bit.
He just admitted, in the same breath, to hearing the words subdural hematoma, bleeding in the brain, bleeding in the skull, and responding with, "That's funny, honestly, not shock, not horror, funny." That single reaction may tell you more about what was happening inside that apartment than almost anything else in this interview. Because someone who genuinely had no idea his son's skull was bleeding doesn't normally find those words amusing. But someone bracing to hear a truth he already suspects might. And what comes next is the part of this interrogation I want you to really sit with. Because this is where Jose stops performing grief and starts performing math, carefully measuring exactly how much of the truth he can afford to admit. Squeezing, scratching, rough handling. Word by word, he's constructing a version of what happened that he can live with, right up until the moment that version isn't enough anymore.
What did that happen?
I don't know, honestly.
He's in your care.
Yeah, I know. And that's what I tell her too. I was like, I had him the whole time.
But you're telling us before that she, feels like she needs to take the away from you before it gets worse, right?
Yeah, because of the same reason. Like, I get really frustrated and I don't know what to do, and that's when she comes in and takes them.
But what happens when she's not there to take them? And she can't do that, right? Because she's asleep. You're trying to keep her from waking up.
Yeah, I'm just trying to calm him down. I'm just rubbing his scalp or scratching his head or doing something, squeezing him, doing something, but...
Did you ever squeeze his head too hard, you think?
I hope not. I was just squeezing it for the same reason, because I felt like his head was hurting.
Hey, Jose, this is hard, right? This is hard.
Yeah. Because I feel like it was sad.
Does it feel a little better to tell it, get a little bit out there of what you're worried about, right?
Oh, yeah.
So we're there, man. Jose, walk us through the night. We're there. Let's get it out. You deserve it. Your wife deserves it. More importantly, Jason deserves it.
Yeah, he does.
Get us there. Tell us what happened, man.
I was just with them the whole night. I was just with them, just being fuzzy. I'd feed him, he would get a burp. So that's when I would start squeezing him, whether it was up here or up here, I don't know, but I would squeeze him. Maybe I might have gotten a little bit rough with his head, but not to where like I'm gonna hit him or anything like that. Maybe squeezed it because I feel like, I don't know, he probably like that. I was just trying to do anything, like how I told you I would tickle his feet. I was just trying doing everything I could to calm him down, but nothing.
Were you talking to Jason when what were you saying to him?
I was just saying, it's okay, baby, it's like, it's okay, like it's gonna go away. Like, it's not gonna be good, like it's okay. Like just go to sleep, get some rest.
Did you calm down when you did that?
No, I was still the same.
How did you feel when that was going on, though?
Helpless, like there's nothing I can do to help. And I would tell her too, like just go to the hospital, like even before everything, just to go check, make a good checkup on them, but we never went.
Did you want to go before you laid him down?
To the hospital?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wanted to go days before all
okay.
that, because he was never comfortable, like, he was never comfortable, I'm telling you, like he would just cry all day and all night.
As Jason's crying became more frequent, Jose admitted that his patience began to disappear, and he started handling him more roughly. But even after that admission, he still wasn't telling detectives the whole story. There were still important details he was leaving out. So what really happened after Jose stopped trying to be the father Jason needed? And how did Jason end up with so many unexplained injuries? Looking back, those repeated incidents may help explain why Jason seemed so uncomfortable and cried so often. And the disturbing part is that, according to Jose, it all came down to one thing: his frustration.
With everything that we've told you, do you feel responsible for what happened?
It was on my watch, so yeah, I do. My parents say not to blame myself for it.
Well, he didn't get those injuries by himself.
I know I didn't. But like I said, like I was always like that with them. Even when she was there, like nothing ever changed. It was everything the same.
When she was there, she had to take him away.
Yeah.
Because she knew.
Yeah, she knew. I would get frustrated, a little bit rough.
What is she telling us right now?
I honestly don't know.
Does she blame you?
No.
Have you told her?
Yeah, we talk about it every night. Yeah, she's already talked to me about it. We totally can't even sleep. I go to my parents, they can't sleep.
Did you ever do anything else to him?
No.
This is your chance, man. This is the time to get it out. We've talked about a lot, right? So there's no point in holding anything back now.
I just told you I would just spank him.
Did you ever shake him?
No. I would just squeeze him really tight. I would just squeeze him really tight. That's all I would do.
Jose Rosas Olivo was arrested and charged with homicide by abuse. He pleaded guilty. 25 years in prison for a boy who never got the chance to grow up or even learn how to say his own name. But here's what stays with me about this case. It's not just the squeezing. It's not even the head injury. It's the phrase Jose kept repeating, almost without realizing what it revealed. He always looked uncomfortable to me. A father describing his own son's fear, and somehow treating that fear as something that needed to be corrected, instead of something he needed to answer for. Jason wasn't uncomfortable because there was something wrong with him. He was uncomfortable because, night after night, the person who was supposed to protect him was the person he needed protection from. And that's the part I want you to remember long after this video ends. Abuse doesn't always happen in one obvious, violent moment. Sometimes, it looks exactly like what you just watched. Small incidents, repeated over time, each one softened by another excuse, until those excuses form a pattern that can no longer be explained away. And eventually, two detectives simply keep asking why, until the story collapses. If this case hit you the way it hit me, don't just close the video and move on. Tell me in the comments, what was the exact moment you realized Jose wasn't telling the whole truth? I read the comments, and I want to know what you noticed. And if you believe cases like Jason's deserve to be understood, not just watched, subscribe. Because there are more stories waiting to be told, and every victim deserves to have their story heard.